Today on the channel from Hasbro Marvel Legends, let there be carnage, this time with Venom.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, let there be carnage once more, this time with Venom. But for all your Venom needs and all your other Marvel Legends needs, make sure you're hitting up DJC Collectibles. Use discount code 8OFFDJC to save 8% off your entire order. Got to get a deal out there. You know how that one goes. You also know how this video is going to go. As we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Venom an all-timer. Wouldn't you agree, Todd McFarlane? Oh, playing to Todd's ego on the couch. Todd, you love yourself some Venom. We know that. You're all in on Venom. You're all in on Spider-Man. You're all in on Batman as well. And, of course, Spawn, too. But Todd McFarlane, one of his all-time favorite characters, is, of course, Venom. One of my all-time favorite characters. Venom came on the scene when I was a very little kid collecting comic books and stuff. He was all the rage on the old playground, and then a couple years later, Carnage all the rage on the playgrounds. So a lot of fun times, a lot of fun memories, and always great to get a Venom action figure. However, a little bit of a twist on this one here is originally, I thought this was brand new, then I got it, I was like, wait a minute, I already have this one. I got this in more of the traditional Marvel Legends style packaging a couple of years ago. Heck, we probably unboxed it on this very YouTube channel. But then looking a little closer in the package here, there is some twists and some turns and some differences. Enough differences to be dangerous, I do think. So we're going to unbox this one, and that's where we're going to go. And we'll do some comparisons later on in this video, including that Venom we were talking about. But without further ado, let's get after it. Let there be carnage. And we just recently unboxed that Carnage on the channel, so check out that video if you did miss it. Better cut the tape on this one, too. Always a good idea. To get that tape cut, get it pre-cut right here. Maybe. There we go. But we did unbox that Carnage on the channel from this line. We'll compare those later on here. But Marvel Legends, window box there. If you want Venom to lick it or something, you could do that. Venom down here. Nice black box on this one. A little bit of a hefty weight to it as well. Marvel Legends. Venom from the movie, of course. And then on the back, there it is. Let there be carnage. And then let there be Jibba and Jabber down low like a young Mr. T. But let's get him out of the package here. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Like I said, Todd, there's always fuss with Venom, isn't there? Spider-Man style. See you later. Goodbye. Todd's right there with me. Also, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with me. Skyhook. Oh, right there. Looking good. Plastic Prison ×2. I said there's some new stuff. How about that? That's definitely new. Some of these extra little tentacle action here from old Venom looking very nice. See you later. Frisbee style. Goodbye. And then we get Venom in the plastic prison looking good. Looking nice. Got extra hands, extra head. Big Venom body here looking good as well. See you later. Goodbye. And Venom, one of those characters, sometimes he's big as an Incredible Hulk, sometimes he's the size of a car, sometimes he's the size of Spider-Man. So he's all over the place here. But I do feel a little deja vu with this one. I feel like I've been here before, but we're going to dive in. We're going to find out once and for all what this exactly is. We're going to start with the hands. You got the maniacal crazy hands out of the package. Got two fists of fury here, so you choose your own Venom adventure, like we always say at the end of the day. Do got these big tentacle deals, and they do fit in the holes in the back here. So you plug those in, and you got Venom, these little heads. Reminds me back to the old Toy Biz days with all these symbiote figures. We had a lot of this kind of stuff back then. Bendy wire. No bendy wire in here, so they do bend back. Would be cool if they were bendy wire. They are not. Going to be a little bit of a shelf killer with these added to this big figure, much like the Carnage figure as well. We do got both of these. We do get different heads for these little Venoms, which is pretty cool. We get one that's kind of got a little bit of a coy smile, then the bottom one over here, a big thick smile. We got one with the tongue out, one with an open mouth. So nice attention to detail from the Legends team, giving us different heads on these. They could have easily just gave the same head by 4, and we probably just would have rolled with the punch and said, man, it'd be cool if we got extra heads. We got extra heads on this one here. At least they're different. They feel different. And speaking of head, everybody loves head, don't they? I love a little head. About 4 times a week I do, I think. But right here is old Venom, and Venom looking wild in the head department right here. Looking very cool in the heads. Tale of two heads. And once again, if you got this figure from last time, you make them as different as possible. That's what we're doing right here. So the head out of the package, a little bit small for the body, I've always felt, but a little bit more alien-like, if that is even a thing. Obviously, he is an alien, but you know what I mean. Very alien-like in the head here. Almost football-shaped is what it is. Big ugly teeth going on. You got the big white eyes against the black, and then that red around the mouth. This Nightmare Fuel, if there ever was one. And speaking of Nightmare Fuel, second one over here. You got the tongue sticking out, slithering out, looking absolutely wild here. Got the big old teeth going on, the big old eyes. Definitely a cool Venom head. I did use this one last time, so you know how I do it with these Chase variants, different versions. You make them as different as possible. You put fists on this one. You put this head on here instead of this one. You make them as different as you possibly can. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing with this Venom right here. But now diving into the figure itself. You got the black skin tone throughout, looking very good. Almost looks like lightning, like spiderweb type things all over here in a different color gray. I feel like they were bluer last time. We're going to find out here in a second, but you do got some of that, adding a little dash of color. You get some of that on the hands as well, but a big, big body on this one. Bare feet, like that's what's calling your heart out there, isn't it, Todd, in front of these bare feet over here. Todd loves bare feet on action figures, and we do got that on Venom here. No peg hole, just like the last one. Remember, we didn't have a peg hole here, so I do remember that for sure. Big, big upper body, a little bit smaller on the bottom half. Pinned joints throughout, no upgrades. Was hoping they'd upgrade to pinless joints. Not the case with this one here, but the arms do go all the way around for us. No butterfly shoulders, but we do get a bicep cut side to side. Double jointed, like I said, pinned elbows, very tight, but they do move. Hands removable, back forth, side to side. Head removable, back forth, side to side. You got that ab crunch, plus the hula hoop, plus the deep extra Spider-Man articulation in the abs there. So you do get a lot of extra movement out of this Venom than just your average Marvel Legend figure, so that is pretty nice. Big old Venom splits if you need them. Legs go up real high. You can almost kiss his foot if you wanted to. You do get the thigh cut. Double jointed pinned knees once again, and then ankles back forth, side to side. Of course, not going to fit on a stand, unfortunately, because he doesn't got holes in his feet. And this guy, a little bit top heavy, so he can be a little hard to stand. He will domino on you if you're not careful, but you can get him. You can get him if you really work at it, just like so. But let's bring out his friend, his brother here. And which one do I prefer? So obviously you got to get the most out of your molds. Very similar between the two. Lightning bolt's a little bit more subdued on here, a little bit darker on the top one up here. Doesn't have the hole in the backs for the attachments on the old one. The new one has that. Head, very similar over here. I do got the tongue out head right here. Same head, different colors, a little bit different color differences there, so enough to be dangerous. Hands, of course, identical here, but you do get the color just a little different. So if you have the last one, you might say, you know what, I probably don't need this one. But if you're like me, you love Venom. Venom's one of your favorites. You grew up with Venom. You need multiple Venoms for multiple shelves like I do. This does work out. There's enough to be dangerous. Feels like a Chase variant for the Mattel line is almost what it feels like at this point. But will definitely work for me. You keep this one with the tongue out head. Keep this one with the regular head. Use those tentacles on the back. Switch the hands around. Different enough to be dangerous. That's what I'm saying with this one here. Talked about the Carnage. He is a big boy as well. You can see these guys against each other. Feels weird to me. I always feel like Carnage is kind of the guy in the middle. Spider-Man a little bit smaller. Venom really big. Carnage in the middle. Not in this one here, as Carnage is very big, but these two are ready to square off. Dare I say a blood feud? That's what you got between these two here. Red and black just doesn't mix, I guess, unless you're Carnage, because he's got red and black colors. But does look good. I do like this Venom figure, but if you have the last one, I could see you easily passing on this one here. But if, like I said, if you're all in on Venom, you're like Todd McFarlane and myself, you're going to pick up this Venom. There's no doubt about it. You need him with this Carnage anyways. You need at least one representation if you didn't get the old one here. But there it is, old Venom Marvel Legends. What are your guys' thoughts? This one a pick up for you, a pass, a long game, a no game? Are you confused on his heads? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Always helps the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to my other YouTube channel. I got videos every single day between both channels. Do appreciate the support over there. Appreciate the support on Patreon. Tons of members over there with all kinds of bonus stuff every single day. Check out the Patreon, support the channel. You can also support the channel at PersonTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Carnage and Venom, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.